Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzzFCA podcast. How are y'all doing today? So today we have a very special guest, another guest, one of our FCA freshies. Catherine, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, David?
I'm pretty good.
How are you,
I'm pretty
Marierose?
I'm good.
How are you, James?
Pretty good.
He's right here.
We
Sound
got
engineer
audio
James.
Big chillin',
today.
big chillin'.
Yeah.
So Catherine is actually one of our freshmen that entered the community in the fall. She is majoring in kinesiology, and her outgoing personality wouldn't make you think that it's her first year at College Park. It's as if she's been here and is all ready to graduate. It's kind of crazy. She's also another familiar face on our channel. So if you guys seen one of our recent Asian collab videos, you'll definitely see her repping FCA. So we are once again grateful to bring her topic and energy to the table today. How are we doing, Catherine?
We are doing great.
Okay.
Great.
Yes.
Okay.
Catherine, what were you doing before the podcast?
Well, I came straight basically from class. I had a class from 2 to 3:15. Made my way into the podcast studio, so now I'm here.
Yes, sir.
Woo,
Gotta-
woo, woo, woo.
So for those of you guys who are unfamiliar with FCA or BuzzFCA, we are the Filipino Cultural Association here at the University of Maryland College Park. We embrace our culture to the UMD community and create everlasting memories while doing so. This podcast will expose you, our viewers, or listeners about our community and lifestyles by the general body for the general body.
Woo, good job. Wow.
Thank you.
All right. So we usually do icebreakers here. One of the
Okay.
icebreakers that we want to do, it's pretty simple, but it can be broad. But if you were an ant, what would you do first?
I was an ant.
Yes.
Like crash a picnic. I feel like that's like the thing you always see that people do. So I want to crash a picnic, ruin someone's date, unfortunately. But like,
so mean.
it is
my
very mean. I don't
God.
know why I said that, but like I always see that. That's
You
like always
know,
something you see.
It wasn't that great of a picnic anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
saying.
And they were like, we're missing some napkins, whatever, and it was not great.
And
Yeah,
also,
I'm
it's
doing her a
like
favor.
the only ants would come to like a picnic if the people of that picnic were like neglectful of like their
Their food.
Exactly.
That's
So
what I'm
like
saying.
it's
Like,
like a
so they
lesson.
deserve it,
It's a better.
right?
It's a lesson in the long run for them
Exactly.
to package
Yeah.
their food better.
Exactly.
See, everything has a reason. Like everything has a purpose, guys.
Real.
That's the lesson of today.
That's real.
Oh my god.
Mary, what about you? If you were an ant, what would you do first?
I don't know. I had to think about this for a minute too. I'm like, we're like really small. I mean, I would just say like, make an army and then attack the world.
BTS army.
Oh, that's gonna be funny though.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Nice.
How about you, Mr. David?
So I actually saw this TikTok. It was really, I guess the best word I can describe it was disturbing. But
okay.
it was about ants, and I learned that ants actually don't have like any senses. They like
really?
move around using like the chemical pheromones like around other ants.
drugs.
So
Drugs.
it's like like it was basically like a TikTok about why ants do certain things, and one of like the things that the guy was talking about in the TikTok was like there would be times where ants would just like go around in a circle in a spiral forever and ever. And it's because
Whoa.
they don't have like a clear objective as to
to,
like they don't know what they're doing. All they're doing is just following like their pheromones of like their other ants around.
ants.
And so that was like that was
Oh,
really
that's
scary
interesting.
and like disturbing. And so if I were an ant, I would not want to live that life. I would want to have senses.
But you're
And-
an ant.
You didn't give me an option to not be an ant. That's not fair.
True.
Okay, so if I was an ant with senses and like free will, I'd like I would explore the depths and crevices of my house.
Oh.
Because I feel like if you're like that small, it's like a whole other world
Yeah.
that you can explore, you know?
It's super duper small. I mean, we are super duper small if we were ants. So like,
We're super duper small as humans.
No.
Life size super duper small. But we're not gonna get into this topic because
Yeah.
that's existential.
LOL.
Yeah.
But for our how do I do you okay, I'm gonna introduce the topic and then you can do the first question.
Okay.
So for this episode we are definitely going to be talking about freshman experiences, since our one and only Catherine and our audio engineer is also a freshman, so we would love to hear how their experiences coming as a freshman after I would say, did you guys came after COVID, or was it like...
Yeah, right? It was more after
they-
COVID.
they were there
Post-COVID.
Because I was the generation that came
was
into during COVID.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so this is going to be interesting then. All right.
Yeah, okay, so we have a couple questions for you guys. It's not anything deep, so no need to like be nervous or anything. Yeah, you should be very nervous. These are like interview
I'm
questions.
sweating
Um,
profusely.
But our first question is, what were your first impressions of transitioning into your first semester until now?
Oh, okay. Well, the first thing that I kind of noticed, even like when I just first toured UMD, was the diversity. I guess it depends like where you come from and where you went to high school. So I know some people said like, oh, like UMD is very like white and very like not diverse at all. But then me, coming from like a high school, I went to a very white like private Catholic high school. So this was like a whole new world, like literally vocals. No, but literally like it literally was like a whole new world. So that was like kind of like the first thing I noticed. And then yeah, like I saw people like that looked like me just walking around, and I was like, okay, yeah, I could definitely like see myself going here. So that was probably like my first impression, was just the diversity and seeing everyone walking around, and also how big it was. Like I went to a small like private school, and it was so small. Like my graduating class was like 130 people. 130 people. So it was really small. So like the fact that like I'd be going to lectures now with that many people is actually really crazy. So yeah.
Dang, imagine you going to lecture with your entire
entire
high school
senior class. Yeah,
class,
exactly.
Graduating
It's crazy.
That's crazy. I'm kind of curious. This is like a little bit off topic, but did your brother go to the same school?
Yeah.
See?
So
Really?
yeah, Frank Furtado's my brother.
Shout out Frank if
This
you're
is
watching.
the
Frank
sister.
Furtado is a legend.
Uh-huh.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Apparently.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
He's all right. No.
No, because he was mentioned in the D6.
The D6 one.
D6
Yeah.
interview video. Go check that out. I don't know why. I was like, wait, what's with this Furtado guy? And then like they mentioned that that's your
Yeah.
brother. I was like, oh.
Yeah, he's like, he was very involved with like UMBC's FASA or FASA, whatever like they call it. But
okay.
yeah, he was very involved, and he graduated last year. So
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So we just missed him. Okay.
mhm.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I thought people were saying that as like a joke. I'm like, yeah.
It's because
He's a legend.
he also plays volleyball, and so
For-
that's where I met him first, like through volleyball.
Oh, okay,
So,
cool.
Yeah, it's actually funny too, because he's the reason why I kind of wanted to get involved with like FCA here.
Oh really?
Just because like, so he was like I said, he was very involved with the UMBC like FASA. So that's why I was like, I saw him like, obviously like he found like his group of friends there, and he found like he really enjoyed it. So it's like, shoot, wherever I go I kind of want to join like an Asian org or like a Filipino org. And then yeah, so that's why it's like him, like, so I knew like kind of going into UMD like I wanted to join this. So yeah, so when the first GBM happened, I was like, okay, let's get into it. Let's do it. Let's dive in.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Full
And then
circle.
that actually leads into like another question we have that's like a little bit down the list, but we can.
Sorry.
we can-
Well,
no,
reiterate.
no, it's okay. You can.
We'll like
we can-
pretend we didn't.
we can continue on. So the question is, how did you first encounter FCA? And I know you just said that like
yeah.
it was your brother, like his experiences with FASA. Now you wanted to like kind of have the same like community with people. But was GBM your first like physical encounter time like experiencing FCA, or was it also like did you follow the Instagram before first GBM, or was like first GBM the first like thing?
I actually don't remember. I do remember going to the first look fair though, like out in McKeldin when it was like hot as balls outside. And like I remember actually Andrea, she was the first one that I talked to, who's the president of FCA.
Shout out to Andrea.
So I literally like I came up and I was like, oh hey, like I introduced myself, like Catherine, like I want to like join and everything like that. She's like, oh perfect. And then she followed me on Instagram, and then like that type of thing. Our first GBM's like this day, like you should come. I was like, okay, yeah, I definitely will. So yeah, I kind of going into first look fair, I knew I was low key just looking for FCA too, just in general to see, and then yeah, that was really it.
I was gonna say it was hot, and it was a lot. There was a lot of organizations.
There's so
in
much. It was
McKeldin.
very overwhelming.
Even like insider perspective, like as e-board, I had trouble finding the table.
No, yeah,
I
it was
like,
so
where is
hard.
this? It was crazy.
Because the mall is so big, and then everybody is trying to like squish into that little
No,
section.
literally, yeah.
So.
I think originally First Look Fair was supposed to happen for 2 days.
2 days?
It's
really?
like a specific category of organizations go one day, and then it's like the cultural organizations go a different day.
Yeah, they like gave us a map that like I don't know. The map was kind of booty cheeks though, because like literally I no, like they said cultural orgs work in one area, and then like I guess like fraternities, sororities in one area.
Like
but like
sporting,
I don't know, like the way they like designated the areas was not very like
clear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was like finding you guys was a journey, but I made it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so it was also worse because they just stuck out like because of the categories in the different days. This year they were just like,
fuck it.
everyone is on the
First
ball.
come, first serve.
Everyone is here.
Put yourself wherever you want, guys.
So
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
it was really scary because I think especially like as a board member perspective, that many people in like like designated area was like COVID fest.
Yummy.
Yeah, we were, like,
Open it up. Yep. That's what's up.
So
Oh my god.
yeah, but I think we're a little bit tangential right now, so let's
That's okay. It's like we just like jumped 2 questions, but that's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so going back, so the second question we have is, was the transition between high school and college difficult for you? Or the transition from being at home to being like in a dorm? Like any of like the transitional aspect?
Yeah. I feel like, okay, for me, this is for my experience, obviously everyone's is different, but I feel like my transition wasn't too bad. I was like thankful, even though I came from like I live in Charles County, so like not a lot of people. It's not like Moco. It's not like Moco and Hoko where there's like so many people, everyone knows each other. But I did like know a few people like coming into UMD, so that kind of helped me. So like Bruce, who's our current like freshie rep, like me and him have been friends for a while.
Oh, okay.
Like Kendrick, I've known him since I was like in pre-K. So it's like literally I had a few friends that where I already knew, so that was kind of made it easier. So I could like, you know, fall back on them if I needed like to talk to someone. But also like academic wise, I feel like my school. Then again, at school, I did so much. I feel like I overworked myself a lot to the point where it was like, I don't know, I'd be going to sleep at like 1 a.m. like every single day just to wake up at like 5 or 6. So, like my school was like an hour away. So that's the reason why I had to wake up like super early. So like, yeah, I was not getting enough sleep in high school. So like coming here in college, like academic wise, it wasn't, I mean, at least for me, it wasn't that difficult, especially since I was like taking classes that I actually like, enjoyed and was actually able to choose classes that I liked. And also just like workload wise, I feel like my high school kind of prepared me for that. So I think like it wasn't too bad. And then like to just transition from like home to here, that was interesting also because like again, I knew people coming into this, so I wasn't like very lonely, I would say, which is really like I'm really thankful for that. I'm really grateful for that. But the biggest like thing was definitely like dining hall food, like getting used to that. Like the first like 2 or 3 weeks, like yes, the why, like give me everything. Like I would like eat as much as I could, and like I was like so like it was so good. Like the food was actually like pretty good, and like I'm not saying this like UMD's food was actually not that bad, like but I'm just saying I'm so tired of it because like now I can't like the thought of going to the Y, I'm like, oh, I don't want to go there now. But yeah, I guess that's the biggest transition, just like getting used to the food and everything, because literally at home my family would always just cook like, you know, like Filipino food like all the time, like sinigang, nilaga, like that would be like a daily like kind of like food thing. I'd have like rice every single day, so like that transition was interesting to say the least. But yeah, that's all I can say.
I was gonna say, do you ever get like homesick since you're like kind of far from like a different county from here?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, it's not really bad. Sorry, mom and dad. I'm so sorry, mom and dad. But like, I don't really get that like homesick, just because. Okay, well, so we're about like an hour away. So you know how like PG's right here. Charles County is like literally like right like south of it. So that's why it's like not too far. It's like an hour away like with traffic. So it's really not that bad. I literally was just home like this like last weekend, and I'm literally going home again this weekend. So I'm like thankful enough that I'm actually able to like go home as often as I can. So like it's more of like if I want to go home, I just be like, oh, mom and dad, like, can I come home? Like, okay, yeah, sure. And they're like open arms, like, come. So yeah, I wouldn't. It sounds really bad, but I don't think I've got that homesick just because, like I said, I knew people coming into here, so like kind of home was coming with me in a way. So yeah, like that. Yeah,
Catherine.
Quote that, you know.
You'll clip it. I'll clip that. That's so sweet. Because I'm sure like there's a lot of like other students that have like that homesick feeling, because there's others that are coming like from out of state and stuff like that. So I mean, it's pretty good that like, I mean, me and David like live like 20 minutes away from campus,
Yeah,
so
we're
it's
really
not like we
close.
don't have that home like sick feeling. It's more of like, oh, I want to get out of the house and come to
Yeah.
campus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But that's really good.
Yeah.
Which way? Because I've never heard the county before. Because I've only known like everything like towards like 270. Is it going like 495 or is it like?
If I'm being honest, I
Wait.
don't know routes very
Oh my
well.
god. Okay.
But like it's like basically it's going like south, like southern Maryland, just like going south of like here. I'll get a map.
Just
ready.
think of I-95 South.
Is it like? Is
yeah,
it
I
like?
don't-
yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
is it going
yeah,
towards
that sounds
like
right.
going towards like Six Flags?
No.
No.
What's south of?
Here,
so
I'll
we're in
show you.
PG.
I don't know.
Moko is like
Moco's like
to
Moco's
the.
like up. And
here.
then
I'll show you Waldorf, Maryland. That's my hometown. Shout out Southern Maryland.
Waldorf.
Shout out Southern Maryland. So this is like that like highlighted area. That is like.
Oh,
where
I've
I'm
never
at.
been down there.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, there's
Oh my
nothing really to
gosh.
do, so I don't blame you. There's really
Really?
nothing there.
I think
So-
Moko and like PG is like or the
Yeah,
central-ish
like-
area. So I think Moko is like more up here.
Yeah, and I literally went to school, like high school. I went to school like in this area.
Whoa.
There were Amish people where I went to school. That's
Okay,
how you know.
Amish.
There's Amish people. It was so funny. Like on
That's
the way to school,
crazy.
there'd be like people in like their little buggies and shit, and stuff. And stuff. So that's why.
That's okay.
So that's why it was very interesting to see like very different, especially like from here. Is very
For
interesting.
sure.
But yeah, shout out Southern Maryland.
Dang, that's so. Actually, that's really cool because I've never heard anyone from Southern Maryland because everyone's from like that way, Moko,
Yeah.
Howard County,
Yeah.
Ellicott City. I'm like, okay. Is there any other somewhere
I
in
literally
Maryland?
know so many like Moko schools now. Cause like every single time I ask them like, oh, where'd you go to high school? Oh, RM, Paint Branch.
Aw.
Other ones.
Keep it-
What
keep
are
it
other
coming.
ones?
Keep
Hold
it
on,
coming.
Centerville. No, not
That's in
Centerville. Not Centerville. That's
Virginia.
Virginia. I don't know. What's the other one? I just said this.
Where did I go to school? Do you know?
I don't know, but Magruder's one.
It's when you think of science, it's the guy when you think of science.
It's like Albert Einstein.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Mm.
So I just like know like almost like a lot
That's
of schools
so
now.
funny. I
But,
think
yeah.
I'm pretty sure maybe like Maryland's influence to bringing students are probably towards like Montgomery County
for
than
sure.
like the other schools.
Yeah, it's interesting because like you would think there'd be more people from PG considering like this school's literally in
'cause
PG, but
we're,
I
we
feel
are
like
in
I've
PG.
never really met. It's like rare to meet someone from PG. I feel like
Mm.
at least
so.
I haven't. I feel like I only know like 2 people from PG, and like that's what I think. There definitely could be more
You're kind of right.
because like
I think-
the people I know that are in PG are in FCA.
I was
but, like, yeah.
literally I was gonna say like the only people in FCA who are from PG is literally like JC, Kimber.
Oh, actually no. There's a lot more. Never mind.
Oh.
I'm crying.
And then-
Justin.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
yeah,
Manny.
Manny.
I did not know
Yeah.
Manny was from PG.
Yeah, Manny. Kendrick technically, but he's like barely PG. Not really, but like yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so interesting.
It also puts into perspective. It's like because me and Mary like were like we grew up in a very diverse community
Mhm.
like amongst Moko, and so
Mhm.
when we went to UMD, it was like whoa, it's like kind of different but not that different. I would say it's less diverse. Like,
Yeah.
I'm on the side. It's
Yeah.
like it's a little less diverse.
What, Maryland?
No,
Or, like,
UMD.
UMD.
I think UMD
Oh,
is a
yeah.
bit less diverse than like where we went to school.
That makes
'Cause
sense.
Einstein, at
Mm.
least Einstein, it was very diverse. Like, the majority was, I think, like, Hispanic white,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then like Black Asian.
Mhm.
I forgot the ratios, but like something like that. But it was just like it wasn't dominated by any like one
Yeah.
ethnicity or
Like
race.
my high school was crazy. Like talking about like ratios then, like Asian people, my class was like 130 something people. And literally like Asian people probably was like 7 of us.
Wow.
And all of us knew each other. And almost all of them were like Filipino too, which is actually really funny.
Oh.
So like yeah, like
Hey.
so yeah, it was very interesting to say the least. But yeah, coming here I was like literally like like star eyes, like everything.
Oh my god, Filipinos.
Like
yes.
Filipinos, yes.
You know what's funny? Every time at work, when I see like different counties in Maryland, because we get like these inquiries from our guests, so they put in like what city they're from in Maryland. There's a thing called California, Maryland.
Oh, that's literally where
was
that's literally like
like-
close to where I went to high school.
Really?
Yeah, I went to high school in Leonardtown, Maryland, and literally if you just go like 15 minutes like more south, that's California, Maryland. This was Hollywood.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I saw the other day, I'm like, did this person put this
Yeah.
in wrong? Or like, is this like,
No, literally.
it's real.
It's actually so funny because California and Hollywood, Maryland are very much real places. I have
Wait,
been there.
wait. There's a California, Maryland,
And
and
a
a Hollywood, Maryland.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
What?
It's actually so funny.
they got no stars over there, though.
Yo,
They're
we should
celebrities.
Oh, yeah.
we should take a road trip to Hollywood, Maryland.
Hey guys, I'm out.
We're going to Hollywood, and it's like fucking Maryland with the buggies. Oh my god,
Oh my
it's so funny.
Oh no.
But
But yeah, I've cuz I mean, there's like so many counties or like I don't know, cities that are in Maryland that I guess never experienced cuz they're just like
Yeah.
in the butt wild of Maryland.
No,
So-
that's literally how people like
You know
talk.
what? You know what?
Oh,
It's like no, like
This is a
there's-
little-
like,
Alright, keep
yeah,
going.
like so I went to so I live in Charles County, but I went to school in St. Mary's County, and St. Mary's County is very more like a lot more white. Like Charles County is a little bit more diverse, I'd say. It's like more just like I think it's more predominantly like kind of black and white a little bit, I'd say, and then literally St. Mary's County is like very like predominantly white, so it's very interesting to see the difference because like going up in the, okay, I'm gonna this might be a tangent too, but I
No,
guess
it's okay. Go
whatever.
ahead.
But like elementary school, like my school again was really small because I also went to a private Catholic school, 20 kids in my grade, but like my class was literally like split in half, like I guess like split in half like black people and then Asian people, and there's like 2 or 3 like white people, and then so coming from that then to like my high school, which is like literally all like white people, that was crazy, and then now coming back to UMD where it's like the world is right again, like literally. So it's like I don't know, it's like this is like what I used to, it's like what I like to see, so yeah.
Oh,
It's very interesting.
Oh my god, this is so
Yeah.
fun to learn.
I
Okay,
know.
are we ready? How are you? Yeah,
Yeah.
you good over there?
It's still
James?
good. It's still good. Yeah.
James, check.
Are we
How are you
recording?
doing?
Huh?
Are we still recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still recording. Okay.
We are.
Nice.
It's funny. I keep hearing James's.
I know. No,
Chair
my mic
creaking?
is like really loud on here, but on the audio it's really quiet.
That's
You
actually
know,
funny.
you know what we call
Dude. What?
unknown, not unknown, but like the less popular counties
What?
that are like,
I'm scared.
What?
but wow, nowhere.
But
wow, nowhere,
nowhere.
Maryland.
We
Oh
call
my
that
gosh, that's
Yeehaw
so
land.
funny. No, 'cause,
is
like,
what.
It's so bad because people be like, "Oh, where are you from?" I'm like Charles County, and they're like,
Huh?
"Oh,
that?
I've never.
What's
Where's
that?
that?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, so you know how we're in PG right now? Yeah, it's like below that. It's like the same spiel I always give. Yeah,
But that's like a +1 for you though, because you can be like, yeah, I'm from somewhere that you guys don't know.
and that's
Oh,
true.
you know where
That's
that is,
true.
bro.
So exotic.
Yeah, she's exotic.
She's exotic.
Crazy.
Okay, back. Let's go back.
Yeah, let's go back.
Bring it back.
You can ask the next question.
Yeah, I can do. So for our next question, coming back to your experience being on campus, were there any like pros and cons that you've developed? I mean, besides the ones of like eating the food often and then like not wanting it, were there like things that you've noticed that you don't like or like about campus so far?
Well, okay, I think there's a very obvious con that I feel like a lot of people have about UMD, the construction. Especially now, like this semester is so bad. Like last semester when people would complain about construction, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I guess it's like not really pretty, but it's like not too bad. But now it's like messed up my whole entire route to get to classes. Because like the way that like, okay, Stamp is like literally like blocked off like right now. It's actually crazy. And like the fences and all that stuff, it's like UMD, I think, like I feel like our campus is actually like pretty cute. But then like now it's so ugly because of the construction.
It's really ugly.
Yeah. So I think that's like one of my biggest like cons like as of right now probably.
And for me as a commuter, like the roads be like
Oh, yeah.
changed entirely now.
Yeah.
Like I have to go on like different routes to like
Yeah.
get to places, get to like parking lots, and I'm like, and some of the parking lots are like gone now. Like instead,
what do
like
you mean?
there used to be a parking lot by not Epley, IREB, if you know where that is.
I have
It's
no
the CS building. It's South Campus.
There used to
Like
be a
right.
parking lot there.
There used to be a parking lot
What?
there. It's
I did not know that.
They're
Disappeared.
making
No.
they're making a new building there. I remember because it was Osmar's
Wow.
Modern Workshop that me and like an FCA alum and then I think Matthew, we wanted to like, because that workshop was in front of IREB. And we were like, hey, like let's just park in that one lot that it's like we're good to park in.
Yeah.
And then we go to that lot and then it's like, oh, the lot doesn't exist anymore because people want to build a building there.
That is
And I was like,
greedy.
I'm so sad because then we had to park in lot 11, which is a brick away.
Oh
so,
no, that's
yeah.
Jeez. How did they just close off that parking space?
Yeah, it was like fenced off, and there was like a
Ew.
build like a sign that was like, oh, this is the new building for like
It was like the chemistry building, like that chemistry building.
It's around the chemistry
Oh my
building.
gosh.
It's like new building for like, it's not public policy because it's whatever. But I'm just like, okay, okay. I guess they're making new buildings and still.
And how long is that gonna take?
Not for real.
Exactly. Did you have any cons being on campus besides like diversity and like Filipinos? What? What you say?
Scooters.
Scooters?
Yeah, the scooter riders.
You think that's a con?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
oh.
Catherine, you have something to say?
I'm a scooter rider.
Look, there's nothing wrong with being a scooter rider as long as you follow road like rules.
Okay, scooter riders on sidewalks.
Oh no, yeah, I mean
That's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like as long as
I almost got hit twice today.
Oh, is that a con or a pro?
Oh, con. What?
Oh, because I thought you were like, oh yeah, there's scooters on campus. That's so
No.
fun. I didn't know you're getting hit.
Yeah, I am one of those scooter riders that could be on the sidewalk.
as you should. As
Just
you
because,
should.
okay, and this is the reason why too, because it's funny that you brought up the roads and like the construction, but I feel like because of the construction, some of the roads are really fucked. I mean, messed up. Sorry,
we
Mom.
can bleep it
No,
out.
you're
Sorry,
good,
Mom
you're
and
good.
Dad.
You're good,
We
you're
can
good.
make it
But, like,
separate.
actually though, like, because that's why like now when I'm on my scooter, I'd be scared that I'm just gonna like hit like a bump and just like get wiped out. So that's the reason why I'd be being on. And also some of the one time I was like on like the designated like little bike like road lane, like because bikes and like scooters are allowed to be on the road and they're supposed to be technically. And then like a bus got behind me and I was like, this is great. And then he's honked the horn at me twice and I was like, sir, what do you want me to do right now? I'm just following DOTS' regulations and rules. Like, I don't know what you want to do. So I was like, oh, whatever. So now that's why I ride on the sidewalk sometimes, because like I don't want to have to like deal with angry people.
The audacity.
The audacity.
If that were me, I would have asserted my dominance. I would have started going slower.
If that was me, I would take that.
I would have started going slower. I was like,
No, like for real, that would actually so funny.
No, imagine if you just stopped, look in the eyes of the driver, and just like,
No, patience.
nice try. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So we talked about a lot of like the cons on campus, but do you guys believe that there are
Oh
any
yeah,
pros?
pros.
Yeah.
Besides diversity.
Yeah. I'd say so. I think it's like pretty easy because it's like so big. You can meet so many different people here. I think that's at least that's a pro for me. But like again coming from a small school, like I knew everyone, so I kind of do like going to a bigger school and like being able to like meet someone new like literally any like day. So yeah, I really like that. And also just like I feel like it's pretty easy to get involved in campus. Like literally like right after this podcast, I'm gonna go to like a kinesiology like student organization like GBM. This is my first time. I was like, I texted my friend. I was like, do you want to just go? And he's like, yeah, let's just go. So yeah, I'm gonna go to that literally like at 7 after this. So
Oh my
that's why I feel like it's pretty easy to get involved in like clubs here. And I also like I know in like some schools, especially like Ivy Leagues and stuff like that, like you have to apply to get into clubs, and I'm like,
No.
why do you have to do
Whoa.
that? Like for like social clubs too. So I'm like, I'm happy that UMD is like not like that or like
No,
super competitive
yeah.
when it comes to that stuff. So yeah, that's like my
Nice.
pros.
Nice. What about you, James?
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
James like, I hate this school. There are no pros. I hate
hate the
scooter
scooter.
people.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I just be like chilling on the sidewalks and the places and stuff because the scenery is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Aw. Okay, sweet. All right. Do you want to do the next question?
Yeah.
And I'll do the question after.
Yeah, I can do the next question.
What
Okay,
the
so,
David? Sorry, no, I'm kidding.
so the next question is
She's watching the Subway Surfers. She's
watching
Flubber Play.
Look,
sorry,
it's
sorry.
okay. She's on
It's
TikTok.
funny.
She's watching a movie
She's on the
recap.
Onion.
Okay.
No. Okay.
Like, has FCA helped you transition environments within the span of only a few months at being at CP?
Oh yeah, I definitely say for sure. Like a lot of my friends that I've made. Whoa, why did I say it like that?
Made.
I made a lot of the friends that I've.
friends.
A lot of the friends that I've made have definitely like I don't know, like they're like the main people I hang out with nowadays. Like even like not even just through like GBMs, but just like especially like modern. I've definitely met like a lot of people through there. Like I literally my big Ira, like she's literally the modern director, and like we got closer through that. And also just like Hell Week or like Heaven Week when like semi was coming around. So I definitely do think it has helped me like transition a lot just like socially wise, and also just I feel like confidence wise too. Since joining FCA, I feel like I've become like more like myself, if that makes sense.
Aw,
like so wholesome of me, I know.
Nice.
But it's just like it's true though, because I feel like at least like the first like 2 GBMs or something. I think it was the second GBM. It was like the Pascober one or something like that. I remember like there was this one like karaoke like station thing, and I like literally in high school I probably would have never like been like, oh, let me do it, let me try and do something. But then I was like, no, okay, I'll go and do it. So I feel like it's kind of helped me like, come out of my shell, I guess, a little bit more.
Nice.
I know,
That's
I'm so
cute.
wholesome, so cute.
Yeah, I'm glad FCA was able to, you know, get you out of your shell. Next question. Is there anything else we wanted to comment on about this?
No, I like her answer, so I don't have anything to say. Or you want to add anything?
You want to add anything,
Yeah, go,
James?
You know, editor, you know, help me improve my editing, you know.
Oh,
Nice.
true.
Nice.
True.
Technical
That is
skills.
very
Yeah,
cool.
Yes.
Now resume builder. you know.
Resume
Ooh,
builder.
resume builders.
You know, for the longest time, I wanted to learn how to edit. Because a lot, like last year, I wanted to learn really bad how to edit because like everyone
Really?
in my class and above knew how to edit, and I felt very left out.
Oh, what?
And I was like, I don't know how to edit. I want to learn,
Aww.
and I never took the time to learn, so I still don't know how to edit.
It's never too late.
Yeah, you should edit
Yeah.
a future BuzzFCA content
We'll see
if we ever have
if I have
any.
time.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm busy.
just put the time in.
I'm busy as.
Just find the time, David.
Just find the time.
Just
Do
find
it.
time. Just make time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell my boss I can't come into work for the fifth
Okay.
time. It's like, nah.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
David skipping work? It's like, no, I'm kidding.
Clickbait. That's the title.
I can't believe he did this.
I can't
No,
believe.
guys,
I can't
it's
believe
fake
he did
news. It's fake
this.
news.
Fake
David
news.
fired from
I don't
work.
skip work,
David
guys.
fired?
I don't
David
look,
gets fired
look,
from
I don't
work.
skip work anymore.
Oh, he's a change
new
man.
I am a
New
changed
leaf.
man.
Okay.
David reformed after getting fired.
We kind of stumbled upon, we kind of like talked about this question earlier, but I mean, coming to Maryland, I'm sure there was like a variety of like other schools that you wanted to go to, but what made you realize coming to Maryland was like the perfect fit for you out of like the other schools that you applied to?
So yeah, coming into first of all, when I applied into schools, I did not really want to go to Maryland at all. I feel like everyone that ends up coming here, they were like, this was not my first choice. Like I did not want to go here. But like for me, the main reason why I did end up coming here is just honestly like money wise, it was like very cheap to go here. And like my top choice school was like Boston University, and it's like that's $80K a year. And I was like, goodness gracious, I'm not trying to pay for that, or take a loan. So yeah, that's the main reason why like money wise this was just like a lot better of like a financial option for like me and my family. But also just like, again, I kind of talked about this diversity, like that's like such a theme like to this podcast, I guess. But like yeah, that was like my main thing. And also like when I toured it for the first time, I was like, oh, I can actually see myself like going here and enjoying it. And like also I kind of what helped me too was like one of my friends, one of her schools that she wanted to go to was I think UC San Diego. Like that was like one of her choice that she was thinking about going to. And then she ended up coming here, but then now I've kind of seen like how she's like really enjoyed it and like kind of found like her place and found like her friends and found her group. So I was like, okay, like if she can enjoy it but like not this being like her first choice, then I feel like I could, and I really do. So I'm really happy with my choice. No regrets at all.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Is this your first choice?
This
First choice. Wait, you said it was Boston.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
like
right?
like I wanted to go to school in like Boston, like that was like my thing, because I
Okay,
wanted to
fancy,
be I wanted to be a city girl, you know. So
City girl.
I was like, I don't know, you know, the whole thing was like living in like
No, you're good.
living in like a suburban like area. Like I think everyone kind of thinks about it's like, oh, I want to go to a city and like be like live city, like big bucks, all that shit. But then yeah, no, it just didn't work out like financially wise, because it was like very, very expensive. And just also like probably living there, it probably would have also been very expensive. Like doing stuff would have been very expensive. And also like I did hear like BU low-key is very competitive too. So I actually wonder if I did end up like going there, like say like money wasn't like anything, like any obstacle. I feel like low-key I would have probably been like not in a very good place mentally, just because they are very competitive. And like I feel like the pressure, like with everyone being like so like smart and good there, it's like I feel like just naturally that there would be like some competition with that. And I feel like I wouldn't enjoy it if I actually went there. But I don't know, I'm very happy with my choice here though, because I feel like I'm actually able to get that good balance of like social life and academics and like all that other stuff, which I feel like I was kind of missing in high school. So now like coming here, I'm happy that I've, at least so far I'm only a freshman, but like so far I've actually been like able to kind of find like that balance. So yeah.
That's really good.
Oh yay!
Yeah.
Hooray! Hooray! But what rank was Maryland for you? For like when you guys got the acceptance letters? and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like that?
I'd say it was like okay, like not money. Like if money wasn't like any like option or anything, that probably was like third or fourth. I'd say. Yeah, I'd say so because third or fourth. So it's not like it was like bottom of the tier. Like I didn't want to go here at all. It was just more just like. If I had the choice not to go here, I'd probably go with the other choice. But obviously, that didn't end up happening.
What schools did you apply to?
So I applied to, I applied to like 11 schools.
Dang.
Yeah, I was like very paranoid that I would not get in like anywhere, which obviously I don't know, like imposter syndrome. I don't freaking know, but like yeah. So like my top like 3 schools were like in Boston. Those were like my hardest schools. So like BU. Northeastern University and like Boston College, like those are like my top 3. So and then I guess like other schools like UMD, Towson, UMBC, some like smaller schools like Seton Hall, I don't know, Catholic University of America, George Washington, William and Mary. Yeah, I think that's all I can think of right now. But yeah, those were the ones. That was my phone, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
I applied to a lot. I was very paranoid that I wouldn't get in anywhere, but that obviously didn't. That was very, I don't know why I did
It's okay,
that.
you're here.
I'm here now. I'm here.
Well,
As you should.
You're here now, and we're glad you're here.
Thanks, David.
Of course.
How about you, James? How was your college application?
It was really like I applied to 4 schools only.
Okay.
That's
There's
fine.
11 and there's
That's
4.
fine.
That's okay.
Like I when I was in high school, I was literally just gonna apply to UMD, UMBC, Towson.
Yeah, that was me.
That's it.
That was me.
That was
And then an extra one was UP Diliman in the Philippines because I was thinking about going back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
But then I stayed here because I was like, I don't want to leave my parents. So I was like,
Oh,
yeah, true.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh.
That's cool.
That's cool.
How many did you apply to?
Oh my god, I don't
Do
even
you-
want. I don't even
want
want
to remember.
No, I don't even want to talk
You're
about
old.
it.
Was it a
No,
lot?
I applied to only 2.
Oh wow.
I got UMBC in Maryland, but then I got rejected. So I went,
To both?
Yeah, I got rejected to
wow.
both. I don't know, because like my junior senior year was kind of like dark because I was like in imposter syndrome too. So I felt like really left out when like I saw my friends like get into school. So I'm like,
Mary.
I'm going to MC. But you know, it's okay because I think the 2 years was good, and then I got to Shady Grove, so that's how I got to Maryland. So it's kind of like I'm like saving like I've only spent money
Yeah, you saved
on my
so
4
much
years
money.
for like
So much
it's only like I've only spent like 10K.
What?
That's so good.
Yeah, so I'm
Saved
like
much money.
That is so
no
good.
loans for me. So I'm just like I mean I'm glad where I am right now.
Yeah,
but
that's good.
it's only the 2. But like it really like punched me in the throat when I was like when I got rejected. I was like shit. But like it's okay. I'm here
okay.
now.
It
I
worked out.
graduated.
It worked out.
I'm all done. So
It worked out. You're doing
Don't give up, guys.
You're doing big things now.
Am I?
Like being top golf manager or
I'm
whatever.
I'm an event
Top
sales admin. That's it.
Okay, event sales administrator.
Administrator.
Yeah. But yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
I mean, yeah. I'm glad where I am right now. So.
That's all that matters.
Can we get a time check?
40 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Okay.
That's not
This is
bad.
gonna be a long one.
Yeah. I mean, the last one was like 44.
Oh, really?
Sort of,
Okay,
like,
cool.
that.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have one more question. It's our last question, actually.
Oh, wow.
What advice would you give for seniors in high school right now that are deciding to come to UMD?
Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay. Hello, seniors
pressure.
thinking about going to UMD. I guess. Just kind of put your. Okay. Again, I sound really. Whatever. I feel
It's
like
okay,
I
it's
feel like
okay.
every like YouTuber says this that's like a freshman, but like it's true though. I feel like just putting yourself out there and kind of giving it a chance, I feel like is all that really matters. I think in like college, especially as a college as big as like UMD, like there's really something here for like everyone. I feel like you can find so many different things that you could be into. Like literally at Stamp, I see people playing like I don't even know what game it is, but they're like playing some like board game. I think it's like Dungeons and Dragons or something like that.
Oh.
So like I literally see them. So like if you're into that, like there's like a whole bunch of people that are also into that. But like if you're into like music, like there's a bunch of people that are into music. So I feel like just trying to like put yourself out there and getting involved and just kind of making like the best of the situation that you kind of have. I think it's because like you know, I guess freshman year is kind of good. It's like everyone's kind of in friend making mode. I feel like everyone's trying to meet new people. Everyone's trying to like find their group or just trying to like, you know, make some new friends. So I feel like kind of take advantage of that. Like don't like lock yourself in like your dorm room, because then like don't isolate yourself from everyone, because I feel like everyone's like, especially that first week, I feel like I met so many people that I don't even know their names anymore, unfortunately. But like thanks nice. Like but like I'm really thankful for those interactions. I feel like that kind of helped me like get acclimated and like feel very like secure at this place. So yeah, just get involved.
Nice.
Oh, hooray!
Hooray! Hooray!
Hooray!
Hooray!
Oh my god, it's like the TikTok with the
like,
white person.
He like
I brought my white
dunk.
friend to the podcast.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Ain't no way.
Oh my god. How about you, James? What's some advice you'd like to give to our viewers who are seniors?
You know, simple. Follow your heart. You know.
Oh shoot!
Ooh,
he's a man.
something
He's a
else.
man of
Look,
like
hey.
very little words,
Yeah.
but it works.
Exactly.
Very little words, but touched my heart a lot.
It's very interesting, the different dynamics between me and James. I talk too much. He says very little.
It's like,
but it works.
follow your heart.
Follow your dreams.
And you both make very great and valid and amazing points. So,
Thank you, David.
yeah.
Thanks, Tutu.
Yes.
Of course. Please feel free to. Okay, if you're watching.
camera's
Oh,
off.
never mind. If you're listening to this, I keep telling people that you can call me Tutu, right? I literally told the class below mine, and then I literally like told some people in your class too that you can call me Tutu. It's fine. No one does it.
It's weird.
They're so because I don't know. Like
I
people
love-
have called me that
Yeah.
when I was in high school. And I was like, I'm accustomed to it now.
I like David
You're basic.
because I just known you for so long. I'm like,
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna
People-
call you
People
that.
who call me Tutu have known me for like less than you have.
Well,
Like, anyways, but yeah, if you guys wanna like nickname me, like you know how Patrick has Patty.
You wanna
Tutu.
You
So-
can call me Tutu if you
Tutu,
want.
if you want.
If you
Aw,
want.
no, they
highly
have
suggested.
Yeah, you have to. No, you have to call me Tutu now.
So from now on,
No, I'm just kidding.
hey Tutus, how are you?
Hey,
what's up?
Tutu.
Yo.
That does not sound right.
That does not. It kind of low-key sounds like I'm talking to like
A bird.
A bird.
Really?
I was thinking like a dog.
A dog.
on, y'all.
Tutu.
Just, if you, it's like you don't make it weird. It's fine. Because like the people who like call me Tutu, it's like the whole thing with how Patty like says it. It's like nicknames are very like interpersonal.
Oh yeah.
So when people call me Tutu, it's like, oh, like we have that bond.
We have that
you know?
bond. Tutu.
We have that bond.
I can't.
You can't.
I can't bring myself to say it. I just like David because it fits. David.
Okay, Mary.
David.
Okay, Rose.
No one calls me Rose.
Okay, Rose. Okay, so if this is coming out the 13th, the only FCA announcements we really would have is TPD just happened. PCN modern workshops should be happening. Should start that week. So, if you guys are interested in dancing for PCN, what's PCN?
What's PCN? What's PCN?
What's
Well,
PCN?
so, okay, cliche, you know, everybody says this. PCN, Philippine Cultural Night, is the culmination of all FCA, right? So we have like a main play we do cultural dances, we do modern dances, and then in the very beginning of like the show we have pre-show performances. So people can come up and sing, dance, play guitar, do whatever. I think E-Man did, one of our e-board members, he did live beat production. And then we had someone come up and like freestyle rap to his like beat production, and it was so cool.
Oh,
wow,
that's cool.
that is cool.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, if you want to dance for PCN, PCN modern workshops are gonna start, and I think cultural dance workshops they've already started, but I think they're gonna continue on. So if you guys are interested in dancing cultural dances for PCN as well, that's also something to look out for. And then writing committee is always writing committee is in full force right now. So Tuesdays, Fridays, yeah. And writing committee is the committee that writes the play. If you guys are interested in e-board next year, running for e-board, you should come out to the next EBM, see how we plan our events and things like that.
FCA related.
You know?
Is that the 16th?
Yes, that is the 16th.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. That makes sense.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
I heard some people in this room are interested in
James, you're
James.
interested.
Oh my god, James, stepping it up. Let's go. Oh my god.
But yeah, if you guys are interested in that, Thursdays. Mary, did you have anything else to plug about anything in your life?
Well, besides, not my life, but we do have podcast forums open for guests. We love to have anyone from anywhere. They don't have to be an FCA, honestly, but like, if you'd like to be featured in our future podcast, you can be sitting in the chair where Catherine is sitting. You definitely there's no camera. The camera's dead. But definitely check in the link below to fill out that podcast form, and we can see what we can do in the future. There's been a lot.
Really?
Well,
how many more have there been since the last time I looked at it?
maybe like 2 more, but
that's not a
like,
lot.
but like out of everything, it's
yeah,
like
that'd be a lot.
it's like 12, with 14 people.
Holy.
So I'm like,
Holy moly.
we getting
so much content.
I
Getting
know.
a-
Oh my god, last year
What?
I would have killed for this much content last year.
Oh.
Because a lot of podcasts last year were just
Just
me and
me.
Mary.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then before Nas graduated, it was me, Mary, Nas.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
We actually little brief history of the
The
Buzz
Buzz.
FCA podcast. We actually, it wasn't just me and Mary that
Yeah.
were host and co-host. It was actually 3. It
Oh.
was me, Marierose, and then last year a senior who was graduating. Her name was Nasia. Nasia Nguyen. Yeah, she
Mhm.
graduated.
Oh.
I miss her so much.
She's doing big things. I
She's
think.
doing big things. She got a government job now.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I think. Well, yeah.
Well,
I think
bye.
no.
We really appreciate you guys listening in, watching in, tuning in. So this would not happen without your guys' support. So I appreciate it. We really appreciate it.
We appreciate
Why are y'all
it.
laughing, yo?
No, it's just funny because
Why are
like,
y'all
I
laughing?
keep looking at the camera. But
It's
literally
dead.
so-
Why are y'all laughing?
But it's okay.
I'm just trying to do the outro in peace, yo. Come on.
Chill.
Okay. But yes, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.